homeschoolingoils.com and homeschooling oils on YouTube. Today, you guys, I want to just hop on right quick and talk to you about something that was on my mind. I want to just check in with all my subscribers to let you know that I'm thinking about you and let you know that I'm here for you. So I'm just going to do a coaching session. It's going to be a little difficult because there's no one on at the moment, but I just want to do just a little check to see how you're doing. Many of us have already started back homeschooling, and I want to know how is it going so far. Sometimes when we are planning all these high hopes and dreams and schedule the perfect plan, and then once we start doing it or trying to implement the plan, it doesn't go like we like it to go. And so I want to know, how are you doing with that? Did you reach all your expectations for the last couple of weeks, or whenever you did start homeschooling? A lot of us just started. I started July 31st. But I want to know, how is it going, and I want to let you know you're okay. Even if you didn't hit every single thing that you had on your list, it's okay. That is just extra stuff that you can do later on in weeks to come. Don't worry about it. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is over planning. I can have the tendency to over plan. I like planning, and sometimes I think in my mind, when I'm planning out things, I could like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this manipulative and that. And then once you start putting it into real life application, you realize, hold up, that's a little too much. We can't get through all of that. You need to slow your roll, Tina. So have you ever felt that way? Are you living that at this moment? I just want to let you know you're not alone, and it's okay. Get through what you get through, and make sure that you teach whatever you're teaching thoroughly, because the main objective is to make sure that your children are learning. And don't get discouraged if you haven't reached all your expectations for the first couple of weeks of school. You still have time. It is all right. You're doing great. You're all right. But with that being said, as mothers or fathers or whomever homeschooling, we do so much, and we never take time for ourselves. One thing that I'm doing, I'm getting coached on personal development, and I have these challenges that I have to do on Facebook, and it really challenging me to look outside the box and go outside my comfort zone. So I'm getting some amazing tips on how to do personal development. So one of the things that we had to do that I want to share with you guys is that they wanted us to do a gratitude journal. Do any of you know what a gratitude journal is? Have you done a gratitude journal? Basically, it's just a journal in which you write down things that you're thankful for. And usually when we're going through things, we don't necessarily see the positive aspect of anything. I don't know what it is about us, but we tend to look at the negative thing first versus looking at all the positive things. Because with my experience, I have noticed that no matter what you're going through, even if it's a negative experience, if you look really, really hard, you can find something positive within that day. It's a little bit difficult when you're going through something, but if you take time to really sit down and think about it, you can indeed find something positive, although it takes more effort on your part. So these are some of the things that I share with the people on Facebook about my chronicles or my journals. Trying to get back into the groove. I used to write all the time, but now I've been so busy I don't even make time to do it. But now this particular challenge made me really like sit down and do a self-evaluation of myself and make the time, because I want to fulfill all my objective or goals with this particular challenge, and I want to give it my all. So I'm gonna make sure that I do this. And also, I'm in a group with other ladies that we're on a team, so we all encourage each other. We have like that buddy system, so that's gonna help me as well. I don't know if you guys know about these particular books, but they have hardcover and also soft cover. Basically, it's just a book that you can write your own thoughts in. I got these for my daughter. Well, my children, but my daughter is the one that uses them mostly because she loves to write. She is a great writer. Like, her stories are amazing. And so she uses these to illustrate on the outside, and she also writes her stories on the inside. So I took one of these to use for myself to start as an intro to the gratitude journal, to like get me back into the groove of writing and sitting down and just thinking on that for that moment. I don't know about y'all, but I'm telling you, it is so hard for me just to sit still and do something like this, because I'm so used to multitasking, doing several things at one time. So just the thought of sitting down and doing one thing is kind of daunting to me. I'm like, whoo, that's going to be hard without me trying to do this and that and this and that. But my goal is to take at least 5 to 15 minutes and just sit down and just focus on the gratitude journal and do that. And that is not a lot of time. So I'm really trying to work on myself with personal development and taking the time to do this. And also, it's a total stress reliever as well. They say it's very therapeutic. So I'm into anything that's dealing with therapy, because you know I'm into health and wellness. So this right here is going to help the mind as well. Now, as I graduate and I get through this is the book that I'm going to use. My friend Kathy gave me this beginning of this year, and it was like, and I think it's so cute. She had the 2018 your year to make it happen. So this is my year to make it happen with all my goals and my dreams. So I'm gonna finish, after I get done with this, I'm gonna transition into this book, and I'm gonna keep these, and I'm gonna chronicle my life and go back and look on it and see how I made it through some adversities, or maybe how I handled a certain situation at this transition in my life. So it's going to be kind of interesting doing it every day. My friend Barbara, she know that I am totally like always doing something, and she was like, Tina, you need like to de-stress, and you need to just like take some time, some quiet time and stuff. And so she sent me these amazing coloring books. Who would have ever thought that coloring can be so relaxing? I did it, just colored this right here. And I tell you, you guys, it was so relaxing. So Barbara, thank you so much. And just doing different stuff like this, I was doing it. And I'm going to start back doing this alongside my gratitude journal. She also sent me these too. And so I'm going to be using these on my journey to help me relax and de-stress. And my friend Chantel sent me these amazing gel pens that I'm also going to be using as well alongside my gratitude journal, because I like my stuff to look pretty and fun and exciting and draw you in with visual stimulation. So I can't have just no book looking in black and white or blue pen only. I have to have some color, baby. Some happiness in my life. So so that's what I'm gonna be doing. If you feel like you need to do something like that, I just wanted to share it with you to let you know that I am personally on this journey. If you want to join me on this journey, you guys just go get you a simple little dollar little notebook and just start writing, decorating, and really take time to do something for you. I know that's hard. Do something for you? Did I say that? Yes, I did. We do so much for everybody else. And when is the last time that you actually done something for you? We're talking 5, 10, 15 minutes. That's not a lot to ask. And I guarantee your family will notice that you are a better you when you get some time to yourself and have that self-reflection. So that's what I'm working on, my personal development, journaling, and taking time to just do it and work through it every single day. I'm going to do it. And I'll let you guys know how that goes if I don't forget. You're going to join Katrina? Yay! I have somebody to join me from Homeschooling Oils. So I'm not alone. So I'm going to be checking in with you. I'm going to do like a week check-in if I don't forget, honey. If I don't check in with you, you check in with me. We're going to do this thing. We're going to really work hard to de-stress, because we do too much. Like, really, especially moms. We doing too much. So we just need a butterfly. It's so pretty. See, I got distracted just right. But anyway, we're going to do this together. I'm so happy that you're going to join me. And anybody else, I'm just trying to help you on the homeschooling journey, your health and wellness journey. If you guys have any questions. Oh, you said I have 5 kids and I need to. Girl, yes, you need to distress. Have you noticed that even I have these moments, like, I don't know why, The bathroom is so therapeutic for me, but it is. Like I would go in the bathroom and just be there and just be in the tub and just want to just sit there and it's just so quiet. And then all of a sudden you hear, Ma, Ma, Ma. I'm like, I can't even go use the restroom without somebody bothering me. So we're gonna have to. Even one homeschool mom, she went in the cupboard and closed herself up in her pantry, and she was like, "I can't even get a break in the pantry. Just 5 minutes. That's all I ate." She's sitting in the corner eating Twizzlers, like, "I just need 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes." So I'm not by myself on that. So regardless if your children are young or older, we all need a break sometimes. Let's keep it real, people. We love our kids and they are indeed a blessing, and I wouldn't give anything for my kids. I just love them to pieces. But mommy needs some time too. So this challenge is helping me to realize, hey, it's nothing wrong. Don't have that mama guilt if you need you a 5, 10, 15 or an hour break. Don't have that mama guilt. We are entitled to a break sometime. We need it to keep our sanity. So at any rate, I just want to let you guys know what I'm doing and encourage you along the way, and let you also know if regardless of what phase you in on your homeschooling right now, whether you just started or you already been in a group for about a month or two, I want to check in and see how you guys are doing. Are you reaching or hitting all your goals, your expectations? And if you're not hitting everything to your specifications right now, don't worry about it. You can get there. Don't stress yourself out. You will get there. Sometimes you need to just throw away your whole plan and start over. If you notice that your plan that you planned before is stressing you out, let it go. I don't know why we feel like we have to keep to it. Like, if that plan is not working, change it. That's why we homeschool. Flexibility. We can be free. So don't worry about it. Don't put someone else's expectations on you. Everybody's homeschool is unique and different. And everyone approached this educational process in a different way. So you don't have to worry about, well, Stacy is doing this and I'm not there yet. So what? That's Stacy's journey. You stay focused on Tina's journey or whatever your journey is, because your journey is your journey, my journey is my journey, and their journey is their journey. Yeah, we're all on the same journey, but we're at different paces and different speeds and different parts of the race. And it's okay. That's what makes homeschooling beautiful. That's what makes it amazing. That's what makes it homeschool. We sometimes be trying to make that public school thing onto a homeschool setting, and it's not gonna work, people. So I just want to just talk to you guys and let you know that you're doing okay, give you a little touch base with you to let you know you're doing amazing, even if you haven't fit or didn't reach all your goals for a certain amount of time that you set for yourself. It's okay. What you didn't meet, you can just carry it over to the next month if you want to, or you can just start fresh. Whatever the case may be, don't overstress yourself or feel guilty or bad because you haven't reached everything, because like I said, we have a tendency to overplan anyway. So with that being said, most of the time all the stuff that we plan is not realistic. We can't do all of this and that in one day, because life happens. So don't beat yourself up. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the whole goal of just this video. Don't beat yourself up. Figure out a way to de-stress, whatever that is, whether it's journaling, coloring, talking to a friend, talking to me. Figure out a way to de-stress, and I just want to let you know you're doing an amazing, awesome job. Whatever part of the race you're on, you're amazing, you are great, and I'm proud of you. And keep it going. Don't give up. And it's okay if you need to take a break off for a day or two and then resume homeschooling after you get that break and be able to get yourself back centered on what's most important for your particular homeschool. It's no shame in that. So don't feel like if you take a break, you're failing your kids in some way, because you're not, because that break is going to help you be better when you come back. Yes. Hey, my son loves you so much. He saw you and had me join this. Oh, thank you. I am just so excited that children are watching my channel. Did you guys? But kids do need a schedule. Yes, they do. They do need a schedule, but we don't have to rule us. and it's because sometimes you may have 5 or 6 subjects you want to go through for a particular day, and life happens, and you may only get 3 subjects. Guess what? It's 7 days in a week. You don't have to homeschool Monday through Friday and cut it off. You can homeschool. Where's the rule that we can't homeschool on Saturday and Sunday? We made that rule. That's not a rule. So, I mean, do what's best for you. And yes, children do need structure and they do need schedules in some ways, but we don't need to overdo it to the fact that the child gets overwhelmed and stressed. And we get that way too. And that we're just so like micromanaging that we're looking at how many pages we get a day determines how great our child or how great our homeschool is. You can do one worksheet and your child got more out of that than sitting down and doing all that other stuff. How to give a kid social skills at home. Oh, very easily. The social media forums, they have many different classes that your children can take. Some are free, some are not free. I'm gonna be a mama boy all life. Yes. Take them outside, walk around, go to different places. I know over here we have different library classes that are free, and I like take my kids to those sometime. I also get with another homeschool mom and we do field trips together as well. But even if I didn't have that, things that I was doing before she started homeschooling, I would go to the park or to the lake and let the kids mingle and talk with other people. I have appropriate places where I let my children play games with children that I know online, not random children, the children that I know. You telling me a kid needs a social class to learn to talk without messing? No, they don't need a social class. I'm talking about just being sociable with other people, being sociable. They don't need a class. We never took a class on social skills, but yet we're communicating. Just natural setting. Going to the grocery store and they buying something. It's a lot of people. Some Katrina said go to swimming pool wherever there's people. That's your social interaction. Whether you're teaching your child how to interact, how not to interact with certain people and how to interact with certain people, how you do in different settings. That life is a learning experience in itself. There's no textbook that's going to teach your child how to do social skills without just being naturally social. And it's organic. It's not something that you need to force. It's something organic. How kids learn to be independent if they're being looked all over all the time? Well, they can be independent. Like with me, I have in my homeschool, I do independent studies, and which basically is a nice way of saying where they have more leadway. I tell them like a list of things that they need to do, and I don't give them a time frame to do it. I just say you have to have this done today. I don't say by 12 or 1 or whatever. Yeah, overproductive. See, sometimes we can just overdo things. A lot of things are so organic, it's natural, and when we start trying to make it into a textbook, that's when we kind of like, I'm outside so it's some little buzz going around. Sometimes we just we can be overprotective, but the world that we live in, we need to have caution, because it can be a pretty scary place. So we do need to use caution. We do need to allow independence, but within boundaries. That's with my personal opinion. I allow independence, but within boundaries, because just because you're nice and you're trying to do things, I don't know if you're all a Christian or not, but you're trying to do things, even if you're not Christian, you're trying to do things in a good way. Yeah, you just have to let things be natural and organic as much as possible. And you're not gonna make everybody happy. You try, but I mean, realistically speaking, You try to do the best you can for you and your family, and work within what's important to you and your homeschool, what's important to you and your family, because my goals or what's important to me may not necessarily be a thing that's important to you or someone else. But it don't make it wrong. It just make it that certain things, due to our makeup and background, certain things just are more important to us than other things. And some people might say, well, that's not that important. But to me, it is. So you just figure out your particular groove, you work with it. A lot of people like to say, oh, homeschool is not sociable. They don't socialize. Well, honey, since I've been homeschooling, my kids have so much socialization. It is crazy. They socialize way more than they ever did with public school. And it's just life. Life is a social experiment. Learning how to maneuver through life in a good, positive way. So you can just learn from life examples. You don't have to over micromanage or be over planning. Just let some things just take a natural flow. We can help guide on certain things, but some things really you can't learn unless you experience it, or you see an example of it, if that make any sense to it. Yeah, April said public school equals forced association, with homeschooling true association. That is so true, because they put you in these groups where you have to do certain things, and you may not necessarily want to be in a group with that particular person or children, but you're forced to do that. That's another reason why I had to come out the school system. I saw some different things that for me was not a good place for me. And that's why I came out of the school system for that. I'm not, that was my personal decision. The school system works fine for some people. It just didn't fit for me. Where you are limited to your peers with kids and kids. Yeah, you are limited with your peers. One thing I absolutely love about homeschooling is that my kids' range of diversity and range of interaction with people of a variety of ages, from older people to children younger than them to the children that are the same age as them. My children have a wide array of social interaction, whereas if they was in the public school system, like she said, you are just within your certain age group of peers. You're not like all out with various different age groups, various backgrounds, various cultures. Although you have people from other cultures in public school, you don't really interact with them on that level, if that make any sense. You're just thrown into a situation. It's kind of, I don't know, because I'm a product of public school. I was not homeschooled growing up, and I don't want to like disregard public school, because yes, I am a product of public school, and my kids did go to public school for a while, and then I took them out for various different reasons, which I'm not gonna go over in this video. I might discuss that later. But for me, it just didn't work for me. And then working within the school system for the time that I worked, I saw some things that I didn't particularly like, and it really bothered me on how they handle certain things, especially within the so-called special needs, which I hate that term, the so-called special needs area, or they call it resource children, or they call it behavior issue children, learning disabilities. I just hated all those terms, and it really got to me, because these children were so intelligent and so smart, but they kind of felt they was labeled, and that label hurt them so bad that they couldn't get past it. Public school, you don't have a relationship with age. Since homeschooling, my son has nurtured relationships with all ages. Yes, that's the case with me too. My children have nurtured relationship with all ages of people, whereas when they was in public school, they didn't. Really, they didn't have that avenue to do that. You're in school with a variety of ages, but you're not socializing with them on that aspect. Basically, it's broken down into the class that you're in based on who you socialize with. Because when I think about about school, I only remember the individual that I was in class with, even though I saw and mingled with I saw people, other children and students, but mainly my socialization was within those 30, 35 students that was within my personal classroom. So I didn't branch out like that, or they was in a particular like band or something with me. And that's all. I saw other kids in other ages, but we didn't socialize. Whereas with homeschool, we just branch out with everything, like all ages, older people, younger people, middle age, toddlers, young ones, and they all work together. That's what I love about it as well. So you guys, I just want to give you just a quick little, well, it wasn't quick now because it's like 25 minutes in. I'm sorry for how long it is, but I also love talking with you guys. So thank you for interacting with me. And I'm gonna have to go, and we can, if you want to have a certain subject that you want